Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Wonder Snatch. It's time again to snatch or scratch the looks for Drag Race Season 13, Episode 2, Condragulations, your number one. Alright, and if that's something you want to see, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notifications. Alright, let's get started. Alright, I've got my brows gone and my lenses are already in because I filmed something earlier this morning. So I kind of like the blue eyes, so I just kept them in, alright? And today, we're just going to get right into it, okay? So this week's a bit different, okay? They split the girls up, so there are only 7 girls here. I will be snatching and scratching the looks of the other girls who post their looks on Instagram. And as of filming, 2 queens have not posted their looks, okay? Rosé and Tamisha Aman haven't posted their looks yet, so they'll be counted out. So I'm only going to be doing 10 queens, 11 13 minus 2 is 11 queens today, okay? And when I did my scoring according to that, so I'm giving out 2 5s, 2 4s, 3 3s, 2 2s, and 2 1s, okay, for each category, as I said before. Alright, so if you can't tell from the thumbnail already, today my top makeup look goes to Kandy Muse, okay? Kandy Muse, I'm very impressed with her because already in 2 episodes she's shown that she's very versatile and she's done 3 completely different eye looks already in the first 2 episodes, and that super impresses me. Okay, she came in with a very simple soft glam the first day, second day big red smoky eye, and then for her final challenge she has this very Bratz doll cut crease. Okay, so today I'm going to be recreating her big red smoky eye, alright? So I'm just going to get started. I'm going to go in with my warm honey today to give myself a bit more of a tan look. Okay, so this week, the girls were basically split up into 2, okay? So the girls that went to the pork chop loading dock had to vote one girl out, and in the end, unfortunately, it was Elliott. And I was very happy to see that Elliott was brought back immediately to join the other group. Okay, well, it would have been so unfair if she would have been sent home just because the girls voted her out. Okay, so she joined the winner's circle, okay, and immediately she was being called a spy and all these things. I mean, I think that was pretty silly, right? I mean, spy for what? I mean, this is a bit dark. Never mind. When I highlight and everything, it will look normal, I hope. For the first challenge, they had to put up a fashion show, 2 looks already. I think this is quite good because now there are fewer girls, you can actually concentrate on the looks and it isn't like so rushed when all 13 girls show 2 looks and then a runway, you can't keep up. So this is a good way to actually soak in the looks. And the looks were pretty much, I think all across the board, pretty okay. Yeah. I'll go into each one of them later. And this week we do get a very good, in fact, we get 2 mirror moments and makeup sessions, which I will break down later. The main challenge is, of course, RuPaul's Condragulations. They all had to write a verse. And I really like the verse challenges also. I mean, it shows the queen's creativity and also their musicality as well. And I think Olivia Lux did amazingly well here, okay? Her verse was great and she sang. Okay, I'm going to use some Maybelline Superstay in 112 Natural Ivory. Let's go over the center of the face. And of course, this week, no one was eliminated. And the winners got to lip sync for $5,000. And that was Symone and Olivia Lux. I think those were good choices. And I think, yeah, they both did really, really well, okay? And you could see the relief on Kandy Muse and Gottmik, okay, when they realized they didn't have to lip sync for their lives. I'll talk about their performances also in a bit. But why don't we just start snatching or scratching these looks? Just going to brighten this up a little bit, my 2W. Okay, so Kandy Muse. I think Kandy Muse has really impressed me. She has already, in 2 episodes, shown off 3 very, very different makeup looks. She has shown a lot of range. She's not the only one. Everyone else has also stepped it up, okay? They're trying to show a lot of variety in the first few episodes, which is very smart, okay? So I'm very happy to see Kandy Muse. Today I shall use some Tarte Shape Tape to contour. Ooh. Okay, so Kandy Muse, for her runway, the first challenge, her runway, I didn't think her looks looked very cohesive. I mean, they were red and leather and everything, but the daytime look didn't look like a daytime look. Even her explanation saying that she's some sort of nighttime madam, isn't that more nighttime? It wasn't really daytime. So I guess that's why she thought she was on the bottom. And yeah, her outfits weren't the best also. For her makeup, because of the variety and everything, I gave her a 5 for technique, a 4 for originality, a 5 for suitability, and 5 of course for surprise. Very high marks for makeup for Kandy. And her runway, I actually gave her a 3, okay, because her first look wasn't a daytime look. And also she had this weird scarf thing with that's twisted in the back, looked like some really, really sad twist tie scarf. You know, I think she was going for what Pangina Heels did for Drag Race Thailand. This really nice big structural scarf. She should have done something like that instead of this weird thing that's sticking out the back of her neck. And for her lip sync, her performance, basically for the main challenge, I gave her a 1, okay? She messed up and she showed she messed up, okay? And she was obviously getting into her own head. She was really easily bothered by Elliott when Elliott was talking about how the daughters of mothers usually go home first. And that obviously took over Kandy during the mirror moments, okay? And she was obviously very, very affected by that. And then her look for the final lip sync also, I think she was trying to go for a Shea Coulee kind of look with this pastel hair and the leopard gloves print, but it looked really, really messy on her. The hair was really messy. It wasn't structured at all. It was all, the ends you could see was all frizzy and everything. So yeah, her runway and performance, not really good for me. One little ding for Kandy is that during Untucked, she had makeup on her headband. So I thought, someone should have just told her. I think that was quite shady for the others actually, not for her, that she left all that on there. So Kandy actually gets a 23 from me this week, and that's actually the second highest. I'll tell you who gets the highest later. Not one of the queens in this episode. Okay, so that's Kandy. Yep, so we'll be recreating her smoky eye look today. Okay, I'm going to try to give myself a very Kandy Muse eyebrow too. Okay, I'm going to try to give myself that big brat's eyebrow today. For this makeup, it is a bit more of a button nose, so I will buttonify the nose. Okay, like that. Let's put on these face tapes and get those brows on. Back and my face tapes are on. I'm going to try to give myself a nice, big, blocky Kandy Muse brow. Okay, I'm just going to use the width of this here, and I guess... I usually like to go a little bit higher, but let's just keep to the look. Okay, now clean it up with white. Okay, next, Gottmik. Okay, Gottmik, obviously her makeup is impeccable. Okay, I gave her a 5 for technique all around. Okay, she did try to switch up her makeup. So for the runway, she came out with skin color instead of painting her face white, but she still had the same eyebrows. And for her main stage, she had this really nice gold graphic thing and no eyebrows. Okay, so she did get a 5 for technique, a 5 for originality. She looks impeccable all the time. I give her a 3 for suitability, okay? I would like to see her change up her shape of her brows, especially during the runway when she's having these very big structured hairs. I think a thicker brow would work better with those rather than, you know, those thin wispy brows. So I didn't give her very high for suitability this round. Okay, and for surprise, I gave Gottmik a 3. Okay, she's starting to bore me. Although there was some variation this week, the eye shape is still pretty much the same, okay? So, you know, it's still pretty high score, but I think she can do better. I wish she'd surprise us a little bit more with her looks. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend away this. Okay. Okay, and for the runway, I gave Gottmik a 4. Okay, I really like that structured thing. She's really going for that. Even her promo look is basically almost like a pastel version of this look. For her performance, I didn't like Gottmik's performance very much. I gave her a 1. She did say, okay, with Olivia that she was a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit out of the element when she was talking about her gender situation. I think it does show that she does still have a little bit of a mental block when it comes to her femininity. Okay, her femininity feels a little bit forced. Okay, you know, when she's trying to do that cutesy thing on the runway, or when the whole verse is about her being born a girl and everything, and she looks like she doesn't really know where to put her body. So I think that's something that she'll probably come into her own, maybe hopefully over the season. Okay, but I didn't think her performance was that great. Okay, this time around, she had good reason to worry that she was going to be lip syncing for her life. Okay, so she got a total of 21 this week. Still amazing makeup, but I didn't really want to, you know, recreate Gottmik's look every single week. So, yeah, she got 21 this week. Okay, let's powder. It's going in with the white. Really pushing the white in here. Okay, so next, Olivia Lux. Olivia Lux this week, I think she's a shoo-in for Miss Congeniality if she doesn't win. She is so wonderful. She's so nice. She's smiling all the time. She had this amazing moment with Gottmik in front of the mirror when Gottmik was talking about her gender situation. For her night and day looks, her day look was didn't look very cohesive. The yellow of her dress didn't really look like it went with the purple or with the auburn hair. Okay, it looked really pastel and really out of place. Maybe a brighter, warmer yellow would have worked better. Okay, her face still looks the same, but this time compared to last week, she does have a little bit more of a blended end of the brow. So I think she got a little bit more for makeup this time from me. Okay, so for Olivia Lux, I gave her a 3 for technique and a 3 for originality. Suitability, her face didn't really change. Unfortunately, I gave her a 1 for this and a 2 for surprise. Okay, her runway, I didn't like. Okay, I gave her a 1. Especially her runway, the final runway, her lame runway it just looked like a really auntie cocktail dress, okay, with some lily pad here which had no significance to anything. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I'm missing a reference here. Is it supposed to be some sort of Princess and the Frog reference? Then her hair is completely wrong, right? You need a jazz hair for that. So I didn't really get her runway. She got a 1, unfortunately. But for her lip sync, I gave her a 5, okay? Both winners of this week got a 5. And for her verse. Her verse was beautiful. She sang beautifully. She had amazing presence during the group number, okay, where she had, she kept ruffling her hair and everything. I really, really like that. And big hair. I think she was perfect for that. Okay, so Olivia Lux actually gets a total of 15 this week. Just gonna go in with my Coty Aspen today. Okay, now all powdered. Okay, so the next queen that we'll talk about today is... Okay, let's talk about Symone. Symone did great also this week, okay? Her night and day runways were really, really wonderful. Okay, I really like her day look. Her day look does seem like the stitching is a little bit loose, okay? And this is visible zipper on the back, which I think she could have addressed. But her hair was really nice, okay? This very 60s kind of a mod look. Reminds me a lot of Saint from Dragula Resurrection, okay? That kind of a very vampish 50s mod look. And then her night look was this almost like a Queen of the Damned, vampire, something with a knotted wig. That was really original. I really like that too. Unfortunately, her face doesn't look like it has changed very much. She just seems to be doing the same beauty face the whole time, other than putting a band-aid on her face. Her makeup didn't really impress this time around either. But okay, she's there for the body shimmer. I didn't really grade that, but if I were to grade for body makeup, she obviously takes a cake, okay? She looks like she's about to slip and slide all over. She's covered in this shimmer. Oh, and I do know that my scoring system probably might disadvantage some of the black queens, okay? Last week, I did get a comment down below saying that I might be sleeping on some of the black queens, and I think maybe my scoring system might be a little bit biased, okay? I'm biased because I like colorful, creative looks, and I like it when queens completely change their look all the time and show great versatility in makeup. So that's where I'm coming from, okay? I'll really try to keep that in mind, okay? But Symone this week gets a 2 for technique, it's pretty much the same, and a 2 for originality, a 3 for surprise, but I guess it really suits her, so I actually gave her a 5 for suitability because I think she really gets this sexy, ebony, enchantress look going, which I think deserves a 5 this week. Lip sync, of course, 5. Okay, she had this really great Mike Tyson lame boxing outfit, and she looked like she was having the time of her life. And during the lip sync, she embodies the song. Okay, both times I see her lip sync, she is a true lip sync assassin of this season. She's gonna go all the way to the top, I'm sure. Yeah, and her outfit was a 5 as well. I really liked her outfit and big long braids. Braids seem to be a thing this season, okay? With Denali's whipping braid from last week, and then Tina Burner coming in with her braid. Obviously, she didn't see Denali do it last week. And then with Symone whipping her braids around. I think last year when I went to DragCon, I did see a lot of people selling these really long braids. Should have got one. I'm going to use this quite dark shade called Leader to warm up the face and contour at the same time. I'm going to keep it quite soft to try to round out my face like Kandy Muse. We'll go in with a bit of a lighter bronzer, just to blend that in a little bit. Bit more of a sun-kissed look for this look. Just gonna pop some translucent powder here, just in case I get a lot of fallout. Go in with that red smoky eye. Okay, I couldn't really see which palette Kandy Muse was using this week, but I'll go in with my Love Tahiti, okay, because it comes with a whole bunch of different reds here, which I can try to use to make a gradient. Actually, I'm just going to fill in those brows first, okay? She's got really dark brows. So Symone gets a 22 from me this week. Okay, quite a good score. Okay, next, let's go to Elliott. Elliott, of course, has something to prove, okay? Because she came into this winner circle and everyone was, you know, she had this huge target on her back, which I thought was pretty dumb. Tina Burner was really shady towards her the whole time. So good on you, Elliott, for calling her Nina and Untucked. Elliott does show quite a variety of looks this week. But you know, I don't think her look's very cohesive. All the 4 different looks she showed this week look so completely different from each other, okay? I didn't really see who Elliott is as a person from her looks. Okay, at least RuPaul did say that she likes her style, okay? It reminds her of Expose. Very 90s feel. Okay, makeup-wise, Elliott doesn't seem to be, you know, shaking things up a lot with her makeup. She always goes with this really thin brow, really close to the brow bone, okay? And then a very smoky eye here. She did try to change it up for her runway, where she tried to match her dress using a green and blue eyeshadow, but I think it was really sloppily applied. You can see in Untucked, okay? Didn't really look very well placed, the colours for those for her runway. But she did show a lot of very, very good energy. Okay, I think she did very well for the challenge. Okay, for makeup, I gave Elliott a 4 for technique. Okay, she seemed to know her face really well, and they really went close up doing her blending during and her blending looks really, really good. So I gave her a 4. Originality, not great, a 3 and a 1 for surprise, and a 2 for suitability. Okay, it kind of looked the same for all her looks. Her runway, not great, a little bit incohesive. It was a 2. I didn't really like that dress at the end, the blue and green dress. It looked a bit out of place. The hair was nice though. And the performance, I gave her a 4. My eye was really on her throughout the entire group number. Okay, and you can see she's always in the background, looking fierce and looking like she's ready to tear up the floor and show these girls how it's done. Elliott gets a 16 this week from me. Okay, so during the mirror moments, Kandy does pack on the red, okay, really all the way. So I'll be doing that as well. So with Blaze, just going to pack on this red. And thank goodness they're posting all their looks online now. And a red smoky eye has been actually called one of the top makeup trends of 2020. So let's do it. Doing a red smoky eye is a little bit tricky because using red around the eyes can make you look a little bit sickly, okay? If done well, you can make it look very fierce. Okay, and yeah, red smoky eyes have been quite in this year. Okay, so I'm just using Blaze just to pack it all over the lid, okay? Okay, who's next? Tina Burner. Oh, Tina Burner. Ugh. Her makeup is really not my cup of tea, okay? You can see that for all her looks, she's done the exact same makeup. She's got this really, really weird red brow and a messy black smoky eye. Okay, and you can see they were actually quite shady. They zoomed right in during the mirror moments to show her messy eyeliner. Okay, and her brows are really horrendous. Okay, she does this, it goes so near her eye and then it just goes down that way. Okay, it doesn't lift her face up. And and you know, her boy self, it doesn't look like she has kind of a grey cast. Okay, when standing next to the rest of the girls, she out of drag, she looks like she's got this grey cast. Or maybe it's just a really bad tan job. And yeah, her eyebrows don't help matters. Okay, she's got a very, very oval, almost a rectangular square shaped face. She really needs to lift up those brows instead of dragging everything down. Okay, and she did switch it up. Okay, she did try to do the Tin Man look. But even the Tin Man look, okay, painting yourself silver is really, really tricky because you can't contour. Okay, you can't change the shape of your face because you've got silver, and in order to contour silver, you need to either use, I don't know what, a darker silver or a black, and that throws off the look, okay? So it's very hard to contour. So when I've done looks with silver and everything, it was quite hard. I actually found it very hard to contour. And it didn't help that she decided to go with a tin wispy brow for this as well. So her face for the Tin Man looked like one silver rectangle, okay? So she didn't get very high from me for makeup this week. I gave her a 1 for technique, a 1 for originality because it's always the same except for the Tin Man, 2 for suitability because a Tin Man has to be silver, and a 1 for surprise. Her runways were also not the greatest, okay? She did try to say that her daytime look was Dior inspired. That was not Dior inspired. It was basically a tutu with some ribbons on it. This is Dior inspired. This is not. And then she had this latex look for her nighttime, which was, I guess it's okay. And then she had, of course, the twirling braid, but makeup was not very good. She's in this red and yellow monstrosity again for the lip sync. I did not like that either. Okay, so I have a feeling she might have a bit of issue with the runways. Okay, a little bit like Nina West. I mean, the Tin Man look was really cool and really well thought out, but could have been better. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this out the side so there are no harsh lines. Okay, blend it up and up so you lift everything. Okay, so Tina Burner, yeah, she got a 3 for performance for me. I didn't like her verse either. In fact, I didn't like any of their verses. None of their verses, except Symone's, sounded very memorable. Okay, I usually look forward to this challenge, but I did not enjoy very much of the verses this week. Hopefully next week will be better. Okay, and yeah, a 2 for performance. So Tina Burner gets quite a low score from me this week. She got a 10. Okay, I think that's the lowest of all. This goes quite low down, so I'm just going to blend this down here like that. Okay, so when blending out reds, you can either use a pink, okay, if it's a cooler tone, or an orange if it's a warmer look. Okay, since I'm going quite warm today, I think I will use a little bit of orange to try to blend this out. Okay, I'm just going to touch a little bit of sundown, warm up this area here. Okay, next. Who's next? LaLa Ri. LaLa Ri is a joy also. LaLa Ri, her talking heads are amazing. She adds a grr at the end of all her sentences, a little bit like Chi Chi DeVayne, rest in peace. During her mirror moments, you can see that she's using the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. Okay, the one with the green and the blue. Okay, and she knows her face very well. She does look a lot better this episode. I think in the first episode, she was adjusting to the lighting of the studio, and now she looks really good on stage, although there's not much variation. Okay, and she is a very, very big woman. Okay, so you can see that during the mirror moments, she's using this Jaclyn Hill and she's painting her lids green and yellow, but you know, it's completely washed out. You don't see this on the stage at all. Her first outfit, her day look was too long. She kept stepping on it. Her night look was also quite basic. But she did wow them with the lame look, the big gold lame, almost like a Liberace overcoat. So I think she did gain some points for that. Okay, so for LaLa Ri, I gave her a 2 for technique, a 2 for originality, a 3 for suitability, okay, and a 3 for surprise. I think I'm quite impressed that she managed to adapt so quickly. Her outfits got a 2 from me, but her performance was a 4, okay? I think she was one of the more energetic ones, and the talking hits are killer, and I think she's really one to watch when it comes to performance. So total, LaLa Ri got a 16 from me this week, 16 out of 30. Okay, and that's actually all the queens who were on this episode. Okay, I'm just adding some black and chili pepper, which is a dark red, to smoke out the eye. Bring that a little bit underneath as well. Okay, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. I'll be right back. So before I move on to the other queens, there were some other mirror moments which I thought were very interesting. I think we managed to clock Symone using the kimchi palette, and also the way Symone does her brows. Okay, she's using this brush and she's just going in. I just love watching people do brows. Okay, I'm just going to contour my nose now with NYX contour palette. Okay, it's a bit of a button nose, so I'm just using the warmer shades just to go around. The queens that posted their looks, their lame looks, I guess they were all asked to brought lame looks, and the queens that didn't make this episode couldn't show off their lame look. So Denali Fox showed off her look, and she's in this also very structured, almost quilted gold lame thing, and a very nice poofed up hair. And her makeup looks really good. Okay, she has nice gold appliques on her forehead, and she looks amazing. That matches. Okay, these appliques match the outfit very well. So Denali actually got 3 from me for technique and originality, 3 for suitability, and a 4 for surprise. Okay, I really like this on Denali. And because she put out her amazing ice skating performance last week, she did score a bit higher in performance, although she wasn't in an episode, so I gave her a 3 for that, and I gave her a 4 for this look. Okay, so Denali gets a 20 from me this week. Use this shimmer here. Okay, I'm gonna brush off this bake. Re-snatch the nose. I'm going to use this Beauty Bay shimmering thing in metal, platinum gold. Okay, she uses this to line the eye. And also the top lid. Let's see, next is Utica Queen. Utica Queen has this amazing look on Instagram. Okay, her lame look, although I don't really see the lame, I guess it's on the inseams. She has some lame, but she has this very nice pearl wig, and she has great makeup here. I really, really like this look. She looks completely different from last week. Okay, very, very high fashion also. So I think I gave her quite high marks. Utica Queen got a 4 for technique, a 4 for originality, a 4 for suitability, and a 5 for surprise. I really, really like this look. I would have recreated this look if she were on the episode this week. Okay, and a 5 for her runway, and a 3 for performance. I gave these out arbitrarily, okay, but yeah, so I gave her a 3 because this was sickening. This was really, really nice. You know, the way she clashes patterns and colors, okay, she's got almost like a, what is it, like a giraffe or something there, and then floral, pearls, amazing, sickening. I can't, Utica Queen has to be on the top. Now I'm just going to do the lips. For Kandy's lips is a very diffuse, concentrated lip. So I'm going to go in with the same red, the Blaze, diffuse it out from the lip, in the middle. See, like that. Okay, and the bottom. Excuse my dry, crusty lips. Okay, so yeah, Utica Queen gets a 26 from me. She actually tops this week and she wasn't even on the episode because I really like this look. Okay, who's next? Rose didn't put anything out. Rose put out something, but it wasn't LaMay, it wasn't anything, and it was quite basic, so I didn't bother grading Rose this week. Kamora Hall came up with quite a nice outfit. I really liked this outfit. She's taking it, some sort of art deco thing. She's got LaMay bell bottoms and a very nice structured top, and she pairs this with very beautiful dark, smoky, almost flapper-like art deco makeup and a dark red lip. This was really nice. I really liked this makeup, and she had that gold skull cap / wig as well. I thought this was a really, really nice look also. Okay, so actually Kamora Hall gets a 3 for technique and a 4 for everything else for makeup. Outfit I gave a 3 and 3 for performance. So Kamora gets a 21 this week. I really like this look. I wish I could have seen it on the runway. Okay, and after fusing this out, I'm going to go in with my red. I think she's using quite dark red. What reds do I have? Okay, I realized other than my Stila, I don't really have a lot of other red lips. Okay, and the Stila is a little bit too bright for this look. So I'm going to try using this MAC lip thing, which I bought ages ago and hardly ever used. Okay, so I'm just going to use this lip brush. I'm going to use this lip. This is the Vanika lip. It's the lipstick that I bought downstairs. It's quite a nice deep red. Okay, I'm going to use a chili pepper and a bit of the black. This gives it that smoky look to match the eyes as well. We have one last queen, and that's Joey J. Joey J posted a look almost like a LaMay overcoat with poofy sleeves. She looks good, and a LaMay headband. And of course here she's not wearing her wig. Makeup super basic, nothing to shout about. Didn't get very high from me. She got a 1-1-1-2 for makeup. Outfit also about 1. Not a very exciting outfit here. Okay, and a 2 for performance. Quite arbitrary, I know. But she got 8, okay, and 8 was probably the lowest, other than the 2 zeros for Rose and Tamisha Iman, who didn't post anything this week. Okay, so we'll brush this off. Okay, that made my nose look small. Okay, to tie in those gold bits there, I'm just going to do a little bit of a gold Cupid's bow and go in with my Coloured Rain gloss. Okay, so I'm almost done. Alright, so I guess I'll be back with the finished look and a wrap up. And this is the finished look. Kandy Muse inspired red smoky eye and diffuse lips. Alright, so those are my snatches and scratches of the week. So the top of the week is actually Utica Queen. So Utica Queen got a 26 this week, followed by the next 2 highest were Kandy Muse and Symone. Alright? And then Gottmik got 21, so she didn't make top 3 this week. And the lowest queens, my scratches of the week, were Joey J, a little bit basic this week, Tina Burner with 10 points, Joey J with 8 points, and who was the second lowest? The third lowest is Olivia Lux with 15. I feel bad giving Olivia Lux. She actually got a 5 for her lip sync, so she actually was pretty high except for the makeup. Hopefully she improves the makeup throughout the season. Alright, how are your snatches and scratches? Okay, so if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notifications. How do I do for this Kandy Muse makeup? Reference picture there. Alright, I'll see you next week. Bye! Oh, and a very special episode this Friday. Stay tuned. Condragulations. This hair was actually inspired by the Dragula Boulet brothers' hair in their resurrection thing. Not quite, but good attempt. Check out my Snatches and Scratches for episode 1 of season 13, and I reviewed the girls for Drag Race UK season 2 right there. Alright, excuse the messy back. Bye!
Like you.